Okay, you all right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just gonna try and stay out of the way.
All right, thanks everybody. I've got Bob Fryer. Unusual spelling for the name. It's F-R-Y-A-R. I'll repeat that, Bob Fryer, F-R-Y-A-R. He is Senior Vice President with BP. He is serving as the Deputy Area Commander in this response. And I'll turn it over to Bob Fryer.
Good afternoon. This afternoon I've been out here on the Gulf Coast in Gulf Shores, Alabama. I've been spending time with our cleanup crews. Before I'd like to share a little information about how that's going. Before I do that, I just want to talk a little bit about some of the other operations we have going on. As you know, from the beginning of this, our goal has been very clear. We've had 3 areas we've been fighting: the subsea, offshore, and at the shoreline. This morning, Admiral Allen shared with you exactly how the operation is going subsea. He talked about the cap that we've put onto the LMRP. That operation has gone extremely well. Over the last 24 hours, we've been able to collect over 6,000 barrels of oil. So we're very pleased with that operation. During this time, we're continuing to increase the flow up the pipe into the drill ship. Tomorrow morning, Admiral Allen will give you an update on exactly how much we've recovered over the 24-hour period. Again, we're very pleased with that operation. It's going very well. In terms of the fight offshore, we have at this time over 2,500 vessels which are now out doing various activities. They're out doing in situ burns, they're out skimming, and they're out doing surveillance for us. Just here in the Mobile area, we have over 1,000 vessels that are working. 900 of those are what we call from our Vessel of Opportunities, our VOO program. And this program is a program that we have established that allows people to come and volunteer and bring their boat, get the basic training to come and operate in the operations, and they're doing a great job. They're out doing boom maintenance, they're doing surveillance, they're doing some skimming. Some of the shrimp type boats are out skimming for us. They've been very helpful. Some of the operations they've been doing also is they actually take boom. They've been dragging boom around and collecting the oil together in patches, and then the skimmers come in and they're able to skim up the oil from that boomed area. So the volunteers here have been a huge part of the cleanup, and we very much appreciate all the efforts they've done. With respect to the shoreline, again, I've been here today up and down the beach working with the local teams. These teams are folks that are from a local unemployment office. They've been a great help to us. They've come in and they've got here early this morning at 6 o'clock. They've come in and they've very quickly and actively picked up the areas. The areas that we're finding up and down the beach, we're finding this very sporadic. You know, it was great to see that the beaches were open today. There was a large number of people out on the beach. And what we're finding is small patches, the tar balls, small little splats of oil. The team is doing a great job cleaning this up. They're using rakes, they're using shovels. We've brought in double the number of people that we need. Clearly our top priority in this is safety. So what we're doing is we have double the number of people. We have people that are working 30-minute shifts and then taking breaks. We're getting them rest and rehydrated. So we're just making sure that everything in this operation is done safely, and that is our top priority in this operation. The folks have done a good job. They're out there actively cleaning this up. Again, most of the areas that I've been to today, they're able to get this cleaned up in 2 or 3 hours. And what we're finding out there, what we're seeing is that the crude oil it's a very tarry substance. This oil's been out on the water for a long time. The light ends of this have evaporated off. So what you're seeing is a very tarry type substance. And so, you know, for the folks that are out on the beach, our advice to you is if you step on this, if you get this on it, simple soap and water will wipe it, you know, can clean this off. It's just like an asphalt road. It's a tarry substance that we're seeing out there. So that's how our operations are going at the subsea. Offshore, the fight continues, as well as the operations here. And I just want to end by just saying thanks to all the folks that are out here. The sites that I were at, there's one group of about 200. They had done a super job getting it cleaned up very quickly. Another group of about 100 had just gotten to the area. Well, and what we've done is we've set up cells where we have people that are walking up and down the beach actively looking for this. And as soon as they find it, they get on the phone, they call, and we've got a crew there very quickly. The teams have responded well, and you know, again, getting folks from the local unemployment office has been great. They're very appreciative, and they're out there doing great work. So with that, I'll stop here and I'll take questions. Yes?
I've heard from different city leaders that they called and reported tar balls in the oil, and it's taken
taken several hours for crews to come out here and clean it up. Is that considered timely cleanup?
Well, we've seen, with respect to the timing of the crews getting out there, we've seen crews out there in 45 minutes. Sometimes it's a bit longer. They've been quite responsive, and again, their cleanup times have been quite good. So they've been out there actively working with shovels and rakes to get it cleaned up in a timely fashion.
In the same vein, yesterday they said it took 2.5 hours to get a crew down to the Gulf State Park Fisheries Pier. There was a big blob that came in up there, and they said it took 2.5 hours. That's the State Park officials, Gulf State Park.
Here at Sugar Beach, it was 4.5 hours today.
4.5 hours. Okay, so our folks have been out there. When we have the folks identifying this, they make the call. We get folks there as quickly as possible. The times have varied, but clearly, the steer that we've given to the folks is let's get our folks out there as fast as we can. Yes, ma'am.
But if you have a staging area here, this is not that wide of an area of beach. How long does it take you to get people?
Well, we have people staged at different areas. Some of the folks are coming in from different areas. And it just depends where we're finding it. We found it all the way down to Pensacola. So we have staging areas at various places along the coastline.
I guess my question is, wouldn't it make sense to have the beach cleanup people near the beach?
And they're close to the beach, and they're here. And again, just depending on where we find it, it's a matter of how quickly we can respond. Yes, in the back here.
I'm the mayor of Gulf Shores, and I don't know who represents you in our community, but I would love to have one of your guys, if you had time, to go down and look at our beaches and tell me that what you see is effective and is working.
Right.
I'd love to be able to show that to whoever you have in charge here if you don't have time to go. I don't know who's in charge.
Well, Mayor, I know your frustration. These are beaches that for 10 years I came to this very place in Gulf Shores, and I vacationed here. Just down 59, this very road, I've come here for many years. And it is very hard. It's difficult to come to and see these beaches that I grew up on. So I know your frustration. I'd be happy to talk to you once we finish here.
Yeah, I'm going to add to it because I'm the mayor of Orange Beach. We've had trawl balls on the beach for 6 hours. We called at 6:40 this morning. Had nobody show up. I don't think you sense our frustration. We're the ones that are the lightning rods for our local boats. If you sensed our frustration, you would have been here a lot sooner. We've been asking for a senior BP official for 4.5 weeks to come sit down, visit with us. You show up today, we don't even know you're coming. So what you say and what you do, Mr. Fry, with all due respect, are two different things. It does nothing for me to instill confidence in me or any of my folks that you guys really sincerely care about what's going on right here on the ground. And I have lots to talk to you about that.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of frustration here. I'm frustrated. I think we're all frustrated. The folks that I've talked to, everybody wants really one thing: make the oil stop. And the thing that we focused on so much is a big part is to get that oil to stop. That's why I think the news that we shared, Admiral Allen shared this morning, the recovery method that we have working right now with this cap on top of the blowout preventer, it's the best method that we've had so far. By far, it's accumulated the most oil. And again, we're continuing to see even more success as we continue with that operation. So there is frustration, and the key is to get this to stop, and that's what we're really working hard to do.